Okay. Hi, everybody, and welcome to today's workshop led by Mohammad Javad Torabi from Iran. And it is on the recipe for a science podcast, how to create creative and effective content. So there'll be a presentation portion and then a bit of a workshop portion. All right. And thank you.
Thank you. Hi, I'm Moja. Mohammad Jawad is very long version. Moja Torabi. I'm presenting this workshop, the recipe for a science podcast, how to create a creative and effective content. My colleague Arash Danish is online. He will join us, but in the workshop section. Next slide, we can see if we can see. I don't know. I should navigate or friends will navigate it. Okay, next slide. We have it here. Uh, I'm a director of Kojo Mojo podcast. This podcast is the latest podcast that we published, we produced. Arash and I. Actually, this podcast is a fictional type with the real interview. I'm a pilot of Koja Moja means where is Moja or where Moja want to go, such as where is Scooby Doo, where were you Scooby Doo. So Koja Moja is a play of words because I want to travel around the universe to show the beauty of the universe to the child and children's adolescents, and because of that we have a spaceship and two kids joined us suddenly, and they used this opportunity. A boy, 18 years old boy, and a 13 or 14 years old girl joined us in a spacecraft, and we travel through the history, through the time, through the universe. And when we want to talk about the Jupiter, or anything we want, such as a galaxy, or if we have a guest, such as astrophysics, who want to talk about nebula or galaxies or any other things, a commander will join us with a capsule, a space capsule, and after that, this is the mix of fictional part, because my role and those those children's are based on the script play, but the talk between us, three of us, and also the interviewee is the real one. So it's a type of fictional and real type of podcast, because we thought we should engage children's, we should engage adolescents with the type of fictional things, but we want to have a direct message, good message, trustworthy. So the interview is the real one, but we put it in the fictional concept. So I'm director of Kojomojo Podcast. Arash is the supervisor, and I want to go to the next slide. This is our logo, and in the next slide you can see that I'm I became interested in cooking, and these days I'm trying to find a new taste and so many things. I became curious about this new taste, especially in Armenia also. And we know for the cooking, such as producing any content, the first thing is not recipe. The first thing is idea, and where the idea came from. We should know who will eat it. We want to make these things for our children, older persons, or we want to share this with underprivileged communities. What do they enjoy? I can say from the Armenian suite, such as us here, what are they curious about? What limitation do they have, such as are they gluten free or not? This is those questions that will make our idea at the first step. And important things. What ingredients are available? We cannot make sushi when we have beef. So we should know what ingredients are available or accessible. What tools and resources do we already have? Such as this, if we want to make pizza, we need oven. Without oven, it would be very hard. So these are the first steps. But one more thing. Uh, what a new flavor do we want our audience to taste with our little cooking magic? Actually, everybody of us, everyone, want to produce one thing so totally different with a new taste, with a new flavor. So we will talk about this, how we should do that. And the last one, what experience do we want to create? What is the aim or target of making this or cooking this podcast? So, with audience, ingredient, and or resources, and also cooking magic, we will have just a podcast idea. We know we want to make a fast food or no, a slow type of that, slow meat. So we don't just cook to fill our stomach, we cook to create an experience. So let's go to next slide. After that, because we know the idea, know this is the time for recipe. A lot of fast food type of podcasts. They are not bad at all. In fact, they're necessary for most of the audience. They're quick, easy, popular. Most of them start just with one microphone, monologue or dialogue, or also group discussion. You only need one or more microphone or just one phone in your hand, and a sound editor, or these days even a mobile app, because a lot of AI editors are available. But we should think about it, that are these podcasts suitable for everyone? For children who want to have more energetic music available inside the podcast, and a lot of songs, or older adults that they not happy with the type of rapid type of podcast talking. So is it okay for remote communities that they have other type of languages or different audiences? So let's cook something more nutritious. We will in the next step. I'm just talking about script writing. This is essential and distinctive part of our cooking. So for our decorated recipes, for richer, deeper, and for for everyone who want to taste something different, we should add something like this: imagination, performance and drama, curiosity and questions. I will talk about it in the next step. Rich sound design, and also unexpected sound. Everything should not be clear. Most of the podcasts just happen inside the studio. I will talk about it in the next step. So when we want to cook, when we want to have a party, we will have a table full of colorful dishes, because we think somebody may be interested in this one, someone will be interested at the other one. So for different tastes, we make different things. So like a magazine, maybe you flipped it, Nujum magazine, astronomical magazine of Iran. Kazım, I think, bring it to the cap, and if you flipped it, maybe you enjoy just the photos. So there were some things without knowing the language you enjoyed. Inside the podcast, also you can put some parts for children, for elder persons, so they can also enjoy. Because if I found that those sections in the podcast, I will show, uh, to my father, to my mother, or anyone that can enjoy from that parts. So we can make a podcast such as a magazine, not just a recipe, a simple recipe like a sandwich. And about the sound, I will talk about that in the next slide. Let's go. If you have any question, this is workshop. After the presentation, we will talk about it more. But if you want, please join. And this is important. If you are a chef, if you are interested in cooking, you know the most important part is mise en place. Mise en place, or this is a French term. You should have ingredients, any type of things that you want on the table to know what I should do before cooking. So these are all ingredients: dialogue, that we want to uh, have, such as questions that we have already, or biographies, narration, music, sound effects. We can add sound effects like a sound at the end also. Atmosphere, because the place that we will be into uh, can have effect on the podcast. And curiosity and wonder of all of us. We should be energetic to have a good podcast. I want to mention this, that the most magical sounds are often the one we stop hearing, such as this: an observatory at work, inside this spacecraft, an ordinary sound that make creating extraordinary words for us. So before the cooking, we will ask this question from ourselves: Does this dialogue feel natural? Does the music fit the mood? Do the song create right atmosphere? Does imagination have enough space to travel? So maybe most of us thinks that a podcast is just for hearing, but their imagination also joining, their mind travel, their curiosity wakes up. Actually, yesterday there was a workshop for inclusive astronomy, and we talked about the podcast, type of podcast, that it can be accessible for all people with all disabilities. Maybe I can say podcast could be a good things for those persons that cannot, they're blind, or side ad, they have also producing a podcast. They are sharing the text and summarization of that, summarization of that with the people on their website for the deaf people. So or people that they want to enjoy the text. Yes. On limited people. Okay. Yes, just for 10 people. Yeah. Okay. Please share your experience also with us in this session. I will go, and after that, you want to share it here? Give. Okay. Okay. After the presentation, I will ask you. So, uh, when everything is ready, we will go to the cook. Script and outlines, roles and voices, listening tests, sound libraries, and plan a flow. So, next step should be recording. Yes, this is our first step of recording, not the final one. I will tell you why. So we follow the recipe, um, like a chef. Recipe is not everything. Cooking is not automatic. You should intervene. You should intervene cleverly. So uh, prevent endless talking, ask key question during the conversation, ask unexpected follow-up question from the heart of the talk. And during a storytelling podcast, you should use music, atmosphere, to support imagination. In Persian, we say "آش نباید شور بشه و نه بی‌نمک." uh, it means we should keep the sauce, the soup, not too salty, not too salty, not too bland. We should keep not a lot. Nobody want to listen to the music by podcast, but they want to enjoy from part of that. So this is important. Not too salty, not too bland. And a final kitchen secret that I want to add is that this is our experience. Maybe the episode 5 will have you will receive or you will have a lot of lesson learned by creating episode from 1 to 4, and in the episode 5 you know uh, there are a lot of updates you should make for the first 4 episode, and you should throw them away so they are not for serving. And we did it actually for Koja Moja. After making 13 episode, we return to the first episode and make a step by step those 4 episode again, because those we were not satisfied with the first episode, because the new taste, the new type of uh, dishes, you should be actually very uh, you should have so much experience to cook uh, to reach the taste that you want. So follow the plan, listen closely, adjust wisely, and serve the best you can. Let's go to the next step. This is the final slide, and this is very important for us in astronomy outreach. There is no secret ingredients. Authentic content deserve honest ingredients, not pseudoscience powder, not misinformation sauce, clickbait sugar, or faked fact flavors. I mean, we care about pseudoscience, misunderstanding, disinformation, misinformation, superstition. We want to be honest, and we make podcasts with real ingredients, no fake flavor, no hidden substitution. And I want to mention the role of AI here in podcast making, cooking. AI is our assistant chef, not our head chef. Just like this slide, as you can see that I wrote this visual co-created with ChatGPT AI and used as an assistant, not a content creator. So it helps us, the AI, brainstorm, visualize, organize, but human still cook the meal. So this is a last slide. In the next slide, you can see what we want to do, what we want to experience here before the closing ceremony. Let's go to the next slide. I want to ask you actively to make a team. You can be 4 or 5. I think 5, 10. Okay, we can make a team 3 or 4, three teams. Could be. Let's introduce yourself, your name, where are you from, what podcasts you enjoy, one astronomy topic you love. We have enough time for that. Also for my friends online on Ring Central. They can say hello in chat and contact with each other, connect with each other. Arash is online. Arash also can join us now if you want. Hi, Arash. Oh, you are in a spaceship.
Hi, how are you? Hi, everyone. I'm available here if you have any question, if you have any uh, want to have any idea, we can talk about and discuss about it. I'm here.
Thank you, Captain. So next step will be kitchen challenge. We will write on the by the notes and the market about our idea, and after that, you can present if you want your dishes. So I'm available here. Arash is available online. We can talk about this issue, but before that, Said, please come and share your experience. Uh, because of the camera is pointing here. You can come here. Oh, oh, okay. Thank you.
There's something because I'm really interested into the issue of the languages. And we are speaking the Persian language, which is a poetic. and it is something that you can compare all the elements from this room, from the light, from the, let's say, the element in a kitchen, and turn to the idea of the life, to the idea of the narration, to the idea of the storytelling. And something that I understand Moja is using, I just sent out a couple of your episode to a couple of the children. They said to me, of course, scientifically, there's a good analogies. The analogies means that you can actually find a couple of idea how you can compare the universe into the kitchen. You can compare of the salt, for example, in a term of the color and anything, to something that is understandable for the children, because most of the children, something that there's a very very small problem in the podcast is that children can understand very short sentence. When you talk with the children, you have to use the short sentence. Long sentence is really complex for them. When you sometime provide a couple of the information and the fact into the subject of the podcast, the audience, totally the children, they have the cognitive problem. We say that all the children learn about all the topics, they enjoy that, but scientifically, when we research on the children's mind, they say that yes, I enjoy the topic, but sometimes I cannot understand, for example, what is the space and what is the time, but I know the universe. Some properties and some elements is really important, and I believe that those people who are take care about the scientific part, which is Arash, and the Moja is a professional science journalist and the communication expert, and some of your friends from those institutions, the educational institution that you work on, that are expert in education and children, can create something that you can take care about every part of this project. Because as a science journalist and an astronomer, you cannot produce a podcast. It's a good, yes, but you have to actually reach out another group that they are closely working with children to tell you about the data. Based on the data that we have, you have to do this, to do that, and it is too hard.
Thank you.
Very short.
Thank you for sharing this space. Okay, if we have
We have one online question first before we move on. And Sophia writes, you write during conversations to prevent endless talking. What are your tips on how to do this gently when you are the moderator or interviewer of a conversation?
always when we are interviewing with the people before the uh, mm, recording, we should tell our interviewees that we will interrupt your interview. This is not the place you want to talk to present yourself or present everything endlessly. So we should interrupt. We will talk about it before that. And actually, when we are in a studio, we should have some critical questions to interrupt, to change the subject. When we are asking about the astronauts, maybe we can make a game. There are some questions that people are curious about that. Uh, how do you go to toilet? How do you use the toilet? Something like that, and it will change the atmosphere at all, because maybe he want to just say something that this is our achievement, this is what we done, what we have done, and something like that. But actually, if you want to intervene, you can ask uh, two things: secondary questions from the heart of the talk, or you can ask uh, a new type of question, critical question, uh, uh, such as this. Arash, do you want to add something else?
Can you hear me?
Sure.
Yeah. The things that we're try to avoid is just to uh, being in a line. You should interrupt your speaker. You should not focus only on the main line of your talk. Maybe you're talking about a star, so talking only about the star will not work for you. Your audience is just okay. In somehow they say, okay, I know these things, so it's not a good idea. But think differently. I mean, out of the box. You can talk about star or supernova, but as we did with Moja in our podcast, when you want to explain the supernova explosion, you can think about the popcorn. No, so talk about popcorn, and then you can just connect it with the very scientific subject that you're talking about. This is a creativity that you should come to your podcast, to your talking, to your I don't know, maybe you're going to a video cast. So use these things and not going a narrow line on a very very uh, specific subject, scientific subject only.
Thank you, Arash. So if there is no any other question here, we can go to have this round workshop. I think it would be great if you join us in this round. I will turn off the mic, but if microphone, but if there is any other question, I will be on. So there are two online questions. What is the key objective of presentation, and how does cooking methodology achieve this objective? Actually, this objective is the objective is that we want to learn with each other. I want to learn from you, from those people are here, and from the those who are interested to share their talk. That there are a lot of type of creating podcasts, but we don't know. We didn't think about it before. Such as this, know a group here. One of the participants said that I cannot concentrate, so I cannot listen to the long type of podcast. And the idea was this: to make a podcast for those people who cannot concentrate, a fast food type, a 3 minutes podcast. So this is an idea that I didn't think about it before, but I learned here. So when we want to make a podcast, actually we should add imagination, we should add curiosity, but we should think about most critical question: what is our audiences, and what are the ingredients available? I hope I answered this question. The second question is: which part of astronomy communication is your podcast covering? What is the age range of audience? Actually, there is a organization in Iran for informal education, کانون پرورش فکری کودکان نوجوانان, education for adolescents, and it's our podcast is just for those ones who want to enjoy. But our special audience are kids and adolescents. But we notice from the comments that actually old person also enjoy. So the content is for everyone, but our focus was just kids. It's like cartoons. Cartoons produced mostly for the childrens, but everyone can enjoy. Actually, me, uh, I'm one of that. So, Arash, if you want to add something, you can add.
Yeah, I just answered these questions. Also, I tried to answer all these questions in online chat. So thank you for adding the comments and answering this. I'm here if you have any question. If you want to uh, brainstorming or want to know about especially our podcast. So I'm here. Oh, I can add of course, it's in Persian, but I can give you the link of our podcast. Yes, you should not tell your audience every detail. You know, in this way, you will kill their curiosity. You will kill their imagination. There, there are lots of details, unnecessary details, in science that you may better not to mention. Also, if you can hear, I can play the music of our podcast, intro of our podcast here. مرکز تجربیات هنری. And also the sound effects. like. Let me. So this is the link of our podcast. You can hear it here. It's not in this cast log or normally other. I don't know what do you say. Casting platforms. Here is an Iranian uh, version of Castbox. Any question, comment, something in online participant from online participant. So I ask a question from online participant. If your audience are children uh, age 8 to 12, are you going to make a podcast about, I don't know, black holes for them? It's very interesting subject. Kids are very interested about knowing about the black holes because they heard about this word. Also, think about having a mutual podcast in a multilingual podcast. I add a poll there for online participants. If you want, I'm very happy to see the results.
Oh, it's time to present. Just 13 second remains. 30 second. Okay, Arash, are you okay?
Yes, I'm here, okay, and let's see what's the result of
Okay.
really no
Here
way.
is so busy because participants are working with each other on topics. Okay, if we can have camera to this point.
Oh my.
So, just 10 second. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's come and introduce your podcast. Okay, from your group, which one of you want to? Donha? Said? Said, come. Said, come. Okay, okay. We have just a limited time for 2 or 3 minutes speech. Okay, let's come here from that place. Oh, Said, you should come here because of the camera from that one.
Who said no in our mean
I will,
my poll?
I will help you. Thank you. And this is in front of the camera. You should be here. Okay.
First of all, thank you to our groups. So we have a very nice cosmic kitchen, And for this cosmic kitchen, we target the audience of the schools, high school students, and we think about, we have a 4 episode each week, 1 episode, 20 minutes. The next one, the next one, the next one, and for the months we have a one live show and go to and bring students to the yard of the school, and we have a performance, and actually the performance by execute teach by let's say that it is something that actors, our students, teachers, those space experts, and they have something like spacey dress and something like that. And the subject about universal backpackers. This is something really meaningful, and we choose another slogan which is really trendy, reaching the moon. Which is really lovely for children. The recipe, yes. 5 experts, interdisciplinary, some from astronomy, some from space, and we choose anybody. 3 and 7 students. We have a very small students, not big students, because when we bring those students to the yard, this is really effective. We teach anybody and can manage the yard and all the students. And the next one is a location, which is a yard of that school. It is really meaningful because it's a cosmic kitchen. We can actually give a cosmic model, the yard as a model of the cosmos. And the next one, it's our instrument. We have a microphone or something like that. And Kazem is really, you have a very good handwriting. I cannot read that.
So thank you so much.
Ingredients. Just 20 seconds. We have a 10 cosmic music, like from Christopher Nolan, Coldplay, that are chosen by students, and we have a scenario. The scenario is really meaningful because we have a good actors and good performance, and we have to take care about those scenarios. And the last one, we have a models. We should use the models to actually show the sun, which is really big. And we use the art of storytelling.
Thank you,
You're
Saeed.
welcome.
Thank you. Next group. Panos, please. This is the last presentation before the closing ceremony. So I will help you. Thank you.
Hello.
This is the camera.
Yeah. You can. I have to be here or something.
Yes, you can be in front of the camera.
Okay.
Close to me. Here.
Okay.
Thank you.
So we were a really ambitious team from Maria, Neda, of course, and Panagiotis. Too many Marias at the group. And we'll talk in our podcast about a really hot issue in astrophysics. And for those who are interested in money, this is one of the fields that have more money in astrophysics generally. So, what is about? Is about the impact of solar wind. Solar wind is actually an idea that comes from Eugene Parker 70 years before, something like that, and changed our vision of our solar system. Actually, is solar wind is everything comes from our star, magnetic field, high energy particles, etc. So, from this kind of idea, it comes a new hot issue, which is space weather. Actually, space weather is a field in which we want to make a forecast about the impacts of this solar wind to our planet. And when I talk about our planet, I mean, of course, about human beings, animals, etc., and our systems. Okay, we are not in 19th century with. Okay, so yeah, okay. And of course, as you know, there is a really optical phenomenon which is connected to this impact, which is aurora. North Borealis, South Borealis, which is not so um, obvious at the South Pole because there are a few people at the South Pole. So behind all of this, the scientific background is about MHD, magnetic hydrodynamics. Okay, which is plasma physics.
So let's go to next.
Yeah. The title, we have two candidate titles for this: space meteorology. You don't expect this one, and space weather symphony.
Hot space.
So there are plenty of phenomena that comes from our sun. I don't have the time to to expand to all of this, and as ingredients for this podcast, it could be really nice to show aurora photos, of course. Another really famous product outcome of this candidate podcast would be the sonification of solar wind.
Actually, one of our team member had a experience about aurora photo under the aurora. And
Yeah.
Sharing
his
experience by
she will
Zoom.
show you at the end of this podcast.
And another really good outcome is the simulation from space weather forecasters like the NOAA, National Oceanic Atmospheric Administration, and the center of this administration, which is responsible for all the optimization of this phenomena. Thank you.
Yes, I want to add something. And about experience about in the simulation, me and her, we have a yeah experience about the simulation about solar wind. And in the topic that in one of our group we are working on about the impact of the solar wind on the human body. This is the very new in the interdisciplinary, because in the disciplinary major, I mean, because we are working about the heart attack. And also she is working on this simulation as well. So all of us have a experience about our topic.
So thank you for your hot dish. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Arash, do you want to add something?
Yes. I just have a poll here in the online session and ask our audience, do you think it's good to make a podcast for kids 8 to 12 with the subject of black holes?
Hmm?
And the answer is 3 votes for yes, 1. I'm very happy that just 1 vote no. And why it's not good to make a podcast with this subject for children in this age? Everyone know that the black holes is a most complex topics in modern physics, and you cannot explain every detail for the children, for the kids. So when the important details can't be explained at their level, the children may fill the gaps with imagination, conceptions, and information from unreliable reliable sources. This is
Yeah.
not good. So you should
Yes.
think about everything that you want to talk. And another challenge is that the popular media often mix black holes with some speculative concepts such as time travel, parallel universe, and wormholes or something. So young children may have difficulty to distinguish between the scientific knowledge and the ideas that are still hypothetical. I mean,
Mm.
so these things,
Thanks.
I know it's very important to. It's very good to make podcasts, but think about the side effect of your every word.
Thank you, Arash. We don't have enough time to continue. Actually, with this nice photo that Neda already captured under the aurora, I think you can see it or not. I'm not sure. Yeah.
Yeah,
We,
yeah, we can see.
yes.
Good.
We will say goodbye to all of you.
And
Thank
I'm
you so
here.
much for joining us. And Bye bye.
Thank you so much, everybody, for attending Mojo's workshop. This was really great. And please go on downstairs. Our closing ceremony is happening now. And at the end of it, we will find out where the next CAP conference is.